Good evening, all. Welcome to the call tonight. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you when you design a card from the beginning, and you do have a website and you want some of the features from your website to be reflected on the card as well. Because a lot of times people don't, they don't know what to put in on the card and things like that. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to bring it across, how to put it together. So when you sign up with In Dreams, you will get two emails that come to you. The first one is for Dreams, and the second one is to verify your email for Meishi. You use the same login details for Dreams as for Meishi. Now, once you log into Meishi, I'm actually going to log out, and I want to show you what it looks like. James, this is will be new for you. But you'll go to a site called Meishi.pro, and you'll get to a page that looks like this. Then you just click on login. Once you've logged in, you'll enter the same login details that you use for Meishi and for Dreams and for Meishi. So just want to log in here. Okay, so once you've logged in, then you'll get into your back office. And your back office is the same screen that it was before, like this. So this back office on your left-hand side is all your headings, or all your things that you can go into, your Meishi apps, your admin roles, your NFC card. That is if you want an NFC card. The NFC card is similar to a bank card. You can order this card, and it's got a digital chip on it, that instead of sending your QR code or people scanning your QR code or sending it via WhatsApp, you just tap a person's phone that has got NFC functionality, which most modern phones have, and your card will automatically be put on their phone, and they just have to download it then. Then you have your appointment section. That is, people make appointments with you if you've opened that functionality on your phone. Contacts is basically a lead generation form. And as I go through the card, you'll see what I mean by that. And then your calendar, obviously, for your contacts and for your appointments, it'll show you which date it was made. The different plans. Now, in Meishi, you have an opportunity to sell to companies where they can use the card without the networking section, because a lot of companies don't want to have their people using other networks, because they want them to concentrate on their own work, especially car dealers and things like that. So what they do is they take plans, they buy plans that are versatile for what they use. So in other words, in the car industry, if they've got 5 or 6 salesmen or 10 salesmen, each one will get a card. And then obviously your settings, which is important. This settings will shows you basically to change your logos, your favicon. Your favicon is the little diagram or the little figure that you use that will show up on your tab. So I've got a little Android man that comes up there. Sorry, this every single time I just phone the internet company now, but we are having a bit of bad weather, so it is a bit down. So that little favicon will eventually, when this thing is fully loaded, like you see there, it will show there, so you can follow your tab where it is. So I'm going to go back to when you start off with Meishi. You're going to design, you're going to create a card. So I'm going to be creating a card for a shuttle service in the Western Cape. It's called Taxi Man. And what they do is they do shuttle services and all those type of things. So I'm going to put together, I've already put a card together, but I just want to show you how to do it from a website. So you'll see in my tabs at the top there, I have got Taxi Man, the tab open, and then I'll show you how to take it from there. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Create a Meishi app. what will happen, it'll come down and it'll give you different themes that you can use. So you can choose your theme. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put in the name. If you don't put in the name and you choose the theme and you say create, nothing happens because it wants you to have the name. So I always use my favorite theme is my John Doe theme. They're all John Doe, but this one, yeah, it is more practical for most applications that I use. And then I say create. Now, what it does now, it takes all that information and it creates it. It'll use that theme to create the card. Once I've created that card, I'll go back there and I'll go to where it says Meishi app. When I click on Meishi app, it'll open up and it'll give you a list of all the Meishi apps that I have there. So in other words, depends on which plan you took. You can take the $10 plan or the $5 plan, which is just for customers. You get two Meishi apps you can use, and then your $15 plan, you get 15 apps that you can use. So there I've created my Taxi Man. So all I do is I click on Taxi Man and it'll take me back to the theme page again. So in case I want to change the theme, I can change it now, but I don't want to change. I want to use the same theme. So then I'm going to click on details. Now, what is very important when you start designing your Meishi app, you start from your left and you work your way across. Don't jump because you tend to miss out things. And then what happens is at the end, there's always something that doesn't work on the app and the functionality is not right. So once you've clicked on your app on your details, the first thing they're going to want you to do is to put in a background or a banner and your logo or your profile picture. You can put that in there. So it's important to understand when you're designing your app, your banner dimensions in pixels is 1600 across by 1200 high. Your profile pic or your logo is 512 by 512. So it's a perfect square. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to choose my logo. I've already pre-made it up and I've got my Taxi Man there. There's my Taxi Man background in already. So then I put in my profile picture and I've got the owner is there and I'm going to click Save Changes. Whenever you finish each section, make sure you save the changes. Once the changes have been saved, you'll see it's busy loading there. It'll say business information saved successfully. That means it is saved, so you can continue to the next step. So the next step is I can't give him the title Taxi Man. I'm going to put in is Dave. It's going to put his first name in, and he is the director. Okay, so he's the director. And then what I'm going to do, they want a description of the business. So the quickest way to get a description about the business is you go to About Us. And what I normally do is I just take the first paragraph because this gives what they are about. Okay, you can type it in, you can summarize everything and put it in, but it's important to understand that in this section, a lot of people write storybooks and the pages and pages and pages of stuff. People don't read it. People want short, concise things that they can get to the point, and what they do is they understand what you're about. So in this specific one, you can see Desert Tours was established 91 by this guy, and they tour around the Cape and all that type. So you know what it's about. Okay. If you want to know more, you will see as we get through the thing, we'll have other sections that will describe more about what the business card is used for. So what we do here is the second, the thing that you do not touch is this, okay, after now. So you can change it now. Now, because Dave has got, I think, there's 3 directors and 7 staff. So I think there's about 10 of them. So you don't ever put the person's name in here. So what I do is go taxi man 01. Okay. So if the person leaves, they can still use the business card. All you have to do is change his personal details on the card. So it's very important to understand to do that. If it is your own card, then you can put your name in, because that is a URL. When we get to search engine optimization and those things, you'll see why it's important what you're doing, because when people use the search engine to when they Google search you, they can Google search taxi man, they can Google search Dave Drummond, they can Google search all that, and everything will point to his card, because the card will come up in the search. So, or they can, you'll see when I do that, I put tour guide, tour operator, all those keywords that are in there, that when somebody in the Western Cape is searching for a tour operator or tour guide or Dave Drummond, his card will come up. So there I've got Taximan 01, and then I go and I get all the contact details. So add contact details. The first thing I'm going to do is put his phone number in. I'm just going to put that number in there. So we call that his phone number. The next thing I'm going to do is WhatsApp number. Very important to have his WhatsApp number in there. It's the same one as that, I think. Copy, paste. So his phone number and his WhatsApp number is the same. Then the next thing that I like putting in is if he has a YouTube channel or any of that, you put under social media. The next thing you're going to put up is the email address. So the email address will be info@taximan.co.za. Now, you can put your Facebook Messenger link in there and all those type of things, but it's too busy. It makes it too much. Keep it simple. You just got his contact details and the information that they need to contact him, which is your telephone number, your WhatsApp number, and your email address. It's in there. People can contact you. Then once I've done that, obviously, I'm going to click save. Okay, so now that all that information is saved, and you can see on the side here, it's starting to populate the card. Then business hours. With the business hours, as a tour operator, they don't have business hours. So I'm not going to activate the business hours, but just to show you what it looks like, you'll click on the days that you open, and you'll put your opening time and your closing times in here. So it's very easy to do. It's not a difficult thing to comprehend, but I'm not going to put it in here. The appointments as well, I don't put appointments, because if the guy's doing a tour, he doesn't want to look at his phone and make sure that you can check it when he gets back, but you've got the WhatsApp, you've got the contact details, so the people can send a WhatsApp and book a space with you. But if they do want to, we can always activate the appointment section. Then the service section. This is the heart of your company, what your company does. So when people come to check out your company and they're going through your card, they can go to your service section, because your service section is going to show them exactly what's going to happen. So the first thing, this little logo that you're going to put in here is also 512 by 512. So in other words, I'm going to copy that. This is the logo that we use there. And I'm going to put in about us. I'm going to say, click here. And all I do now is I go back to the website and I just copy this URL, because all this card is going to do is refer you to that URL. Okay. So when I click there, save changes, it'll populate. And there's my little logo, Taximan, about us. So all they're going to do is click there. Now, if you also want to see how your card is progressing, you can go in the top section on this side, you'll see preview. You will click on preview, and the way your card is looking, it'll show you straight away up there. Okay. So these are all the details. So you've got your little description, you've got about us. Okay, so let's carry on there now. So under services, we go back to services, and we're going to do the second section. We're going to put the same little logo in, and the next one is going to be your day trips. So in other words, it's going to talk about all the day trips and what all the different points that they do. I'm just going to go through there. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that URL, go back to my section, and I'm going to say day trips. Okay, day trips. I'm going to say click here, put the link in, paste, save. Okay, I'm not going to do all of them. I just want to show you what it looks like. So already they can contact Dave. I can stop now. They can contact Dave. They've got his contact details. They can see what services he offers, all the contact details, everything is in there. Okay. But I'm going to go a bit further. You can put in testimonials. So all you do is you click on the testimonials, you open the testimonial up. If you've got a photo of the person, you can put in testimonials, or you can get a little logo or icon that says this is what this is testimonials or something in there, what our customers say, and then whatever that you put their name in there, and whatever they say can be added there. I will show you a completed one afterwards. I'm just going through it just to show you where everything goes. So then if we look at the next one, is your social media. Now the social media is important. In this guy's case, with Taximan, their social media is Facebook. So I'm just going to open it in another tab. So once it opens, all I'm looking for is that URL. So copy that URL, and I'll go back there, go to social links, look for Facebook. If he's got Twitter, if he's got anything else, you can just click on those links. Okay. So now I've added his social media pages. So what happens now is a lot of people, before they book a tour, they want to see what the social media people or what the people are saying on Facebook about him, because on this Facebook page, he's also got testimonials and reviews and mentions and all those type of things that are on his social media. So people can see there's testimonials on his digital business card and also on Facebook, so they can get a look and feel how this guy operates. Is he a good operator? What are the comments? What are the people? What are the people's reviews? So everything is there. So it highlights everything. So what this card is actually doing, it is a projection of how you are operating as a business. So it is basically your front end of your business, so people can see what it's all about. So we go back there. I'm not going to put anything more in there. Then under Google Maps, you can add, if you got a static business and you operate from an office, you can put your maps in there. So you can activate your maps. You can show people, listen here, this is my address. This is the directions to get there. So all the people do is they open the app, click on the maps, and it takes them to the business. This custom HTML is very, very good. There you can embed forms. You can put videos. You can add videos in. You can add all those type of things in. So it's not only that you can add your videos under your service section. You can put videos in here as well. But if you want videos to be displayed on the front end, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just give me a second. I just want to copy a URL quickly. Sorry, wrong place. Just a second. So I want to put a Meishi video in there, our Meishi video that you see on the Telegram group and all those places. But the way to put it in under the HTML code is going to be, sorry, I'm going to let this just finish. Is going to be, we're going to use the iframe code for it. So as you can see, when the video starts playing, it's going to pause it. When the video starts playing, you just click on share. Once you click on share, you'll see there's embed. You'll click, and this is the iframe code that comes out. So what you'll do is you'll copy this iframe code.
Sorry, Robert. Can you
Yeah.
maybe just tell the guys what is the iframe code?
The iframe code is it's embedded code that, look, you get two codes for on the YouTube. This is your URL. So in other words, that you can just paste into a into your web browser, and the video will display. The iframe code, what it actually does, it embeds it into the app. So in other words, it becomes part of the app. So that's how the iframe code comes in. Let me just show you where it gets pasted in. So in other words, I'll go to customer HTML, and I want to show you, I'm going to paste it in the way it is now. And you will see that it might be centered. It's not always the case. When I click Save Changes, so what it's doing now, it's embedding it into the front page of this app. So if I scroll down, you'll see, now you see it's cut off there. So it's not very nice. The only way to change that, the easiest way to change it, you go to Chat GPT, open it up. What I'll do here is say, please center this code for my app. So all I do is you type that into ChatGPT, paste, and then what it'll do, it will give you a new iframe code. You simply copy that code, close this all, go back to there, go to HTML where you put it in. You can always just drag this a bit bigger. And what you do is you just paste it in again, save changes. And when you look at the video, it's perfectly centered and everything's in, and it's slightly smaller. So it fits in perfectly. You can also just play with the code yourself, that it fits in perfectly right across. But the easiest way is just to take it to ChatGPT and you put it in like that. Okay, so looking at that, that is all the information that Dave will need to contact his customers. Basic, simple, to the point, if he wants to add the video and things like that. Under custom, there's a lot of things you can add, CSS and JS. That is if you're advanced, if you know what you're doing. I'm still learning all those things myself. I can help myself slightly. But that is for more advanced, for people that are developers and things like that, that can really zhuzh your card up. Then the thing that I like to change is this little bottom section, because you can see a copyright Meishi Pro, but now maybe you want it for your customer. So I'm going to take that Meishi Pro out and I'm going to put copyright text, sorry. Copyright Taxi Man. Save changes. So that is going to appear at the bottom of the card now. Okay. On some of the cards that are designed for people that are using my app itself, I put my number in. So if you want your card designed, you can contact me. So I'm doing a bit of marketing on my side. So that's the only thing that I change under custom. So we've finished details, we finished custom. Now we want to go to where it says reorder blocks. Now, reorder blocks is the sequence that you want people to see the information. So more, I don't want people to see more first, because more are those three things: share card, contact, and I'm getting mixed up, view card, sorry. There'll be those three little squares that you click on if you want to share the card, or if you want to add a contact and save card. Those are there. So I'm going to put that a bit lower. So I want my description in first. That's that little part that I posted in. Social media, I don't want in first. I want my contact details up there. Under contact details, I want my information. Then I want my services under social. And then I want my custom HTML under services. Okay, so those are the sequence that I want in. And this more, I want just before services. Okay, so that's the sequence I want the cards in. Okay, you can see I haven't activated appointments, products, gallery, testimonials, business hours, payments, and Google Maps. I haven't activated those because I'm not going to use it on this app. On other apps, so there are other facilities, there are other things that you can use, but for this app, I'm not using it. It's just to show you how to build this in sequence. Don't forget to save changes. So once that's saved changes, then we go to the next one, is search engine optimization. Now, this is where you're going to type in your meta keywords. So what I'm going to put in here, tour, tour group, shuttle, Dave, you're really going over, Drummond. And so in other words, I'm going to put all those meta words in. Under the meta description, we offer tours, okay, so we offer tours throughout the Western Cape. So that's a meta description. Then your image. Now, this image is when you are sending your card to via WhatsApp, or people are scanning your QR code. This is the icon that's going to come up. And this one is, this is a 510 by 510 here. I'm just going to, no, I'm actually going to put Dave's face in it. Now, that one looks pulled, but it's not. Okay. So I've got the meta words in, I've got the meta description in, and I've got his picture in. So he's going to have his face on the picture. So when I save changes, that is going to save. So whenever people are searching on Google, they will, the Google will pick up these meta words, pick it up that this app carries those meta words, and it'll link the two. So it'll come up on your search engine as you're searching for the person. The next thing is progressive web app. Now, what your progressive web app is, basically, is as I'm designing my card now, or let's say I'm making changes to my card now, those changes will instantly appear on everybody that has downloaded my card. So in other words, if I've got Albert in the Philippines, if I make a change on my card, yeah, and he's got my card on his phone, it will change instantaneously. As soon as I save the information, it'll change on his phone as well. So that's why progressive web app is very important. This is linked also to that, you know, that thing that I told you not to touch, your URL that is also linked to your QR code. If you do any changes to your QR code, you have to put your progressive web app off, refresh your page, switch it on, refresh your page again, and reinstall the thing, retype it out on your progressive web app again, or else your QR code is not going to work. And a lot of people, they make a change on their on that little URL under the details, and then it cancels that QR code. That QR code won't work. So if you've gone and brandished all your vehicle, or put your vehicles under what's name with the QR code on, that QR code is not going to work. You're going to have to take the QR code off your car, get the new QR code and put it on. That's going to cost a lot of money. So don't change anything once you've designed your app. Okay, so first thing that you have to do here is you have to switch on your PWA, your progressive web app. Then you're going to put in your app title. In our case, our app title is quite easy. It's Dave. So, and your app name is also Dave. So that's all done. You can change the color and stuff like that. I don't even mess with that. I just leave it the way it is. And I click Save Changes. Now my PWA is set up. Okay. Cookies, don't worry about your cookies. That's for more advanced things. That is if you also running your Google Analytics, it all links together. So just leave it as it is. Then we have your QR code. You can also add text to your QR code. So in other words, you can put a text in the center, or you can add an image in the center, or you can just leave it as normal. If you want to add an image, you just go to your file, you choose the image you want to put in there. It's also 512 by 512. Maybe you just want your picture in there, the same as what Dave has. So I put the image in there. His image will come in there. You can make it slightly bigger. Don't go over more than a third. So leave it there. But first of all, once you get to this part, once you've designed this app, take your phone, scan it so that you make sure that QR code works. If you don't scan it and you carry on designing and you get your QR code printed and all of a sudden it doesn't work because sometimes it cuts out some of the little squiggles and things that are in there that makes the QR code work. So just make sure that that is all being sorted out. Then if you do sell products and things from home, you can click on payment and you can set up your own payment gateway. But I'm not going to go into that now. That is if you have got a shop or something that you are working from home and you're selling your own products, we can always have a separate meeting with that. I'm just showing you the basics now on what to do. This video will be available on our YouTube channel. So you go to Meishi.pro on YouTube and it will be posted within the next day or two. So you can always refer back to there. There are other videos as well on how to build your apps that I've recorded that have been put up there. So once that is all been done, okay, I just want to make sure I've saved changes. Sometimes I forget. Okay, so that's all been done. Then I go to my card, what my card is going to look like. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself after this and just ask or type in the chat. So this is what the card is going to look like. There is taxi man, the information. You remember I changed the thing, so the contact information, the order, the social media channels. So if he's got Twitter, if he's got Instagram, LinkedIn, all those can be put in there. So all your social media links in there. This guy only uses Facebook. Then the services are in there. Then there's a little video. So this is just a short card. But now I want to show you quickly. I have designed it, but this card is a bit more work that has been put into it. So this is what the card looks like that I'm handing over. You can put GIFs in the back. Okay, so moving images, taxi man in there, description, got his social media. He's got all his things in about us, day trips, our rates, meet the team. He's got the gallery. You can put testimonials in there. So this is what his card looks like when you design it from scratch. And before you hand it over to the client for him to approve, because this is going to a company. So this is not a one that's going under the Dream side. This is going on the Meishi side itself. So you hand it over. There's a little bit more work that I want to put on, because you can also put in the backgrounds and all those type of things. So this is just showing what the capabilities are of the Meishi app. This Meishi app that we use has blown my mind from the beginning, because businesses, the traditional business card way with Meishi, handing over business cards gets lost. All those type of things happen, and eventually you lose contact with that person. With this, that card is permanently on your phone. You have got access. It's all I do. If I want to phone Dave now on telephone, I'll just click there and it'll go through. If I want to WhatsApp him, click there, it goes through. If I want to email him, click there. So it's no more going through contact details. Hey, what was that guy's name that does the shuttle service? Everything is there. So his app is on your phone. His face is there. Taxi man is there. So I know if you want to look for something quickly, you go through your home screen, and taxi man, click on it, opens up, and you contact them directly. Okay, guys, any questions? Anything that you'd like to know? I can't be that good, eh? Okay. Now,
Can
James,
I ask something?
yes.
I tried to go to, I designed the second card, and I tried to go to the SEO, and it didn't want to go there.
Okay,
So I don't know.
Did you put in anything in your HTML?
HTML, I only put afterwards. I put HTMLs, I put in a video.
Okay. What you do to, I don't know if it's a glitch or it's happened to me before as well. Go back to details, switch your HTML off.
Okay.
Okay. And then you'll be able to go to SEO.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
So
I tried.
And once you've done it, then when you finish doing your SEO, go back and switch on your HTML and refresh or save again, eh? Or else it won't save.
Okay.
So you switch it off, save, then you go to SEO, change it, go back, switch it on, save, and then it'll work.
Okay, no, I'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody
The other
else?
question, sorry,
Yeah.
the other question. If you design a card for somebody on your profile, if they buy their own, how would you transfer it, or must you just design a new one, or let them design their own one?
if you're going to design it for them, there is a way but you're going to have two browsers where you can copy and paste it across, but you have to copy and paste each section. So you basically have to redesign it over again.
Okay. No, that's good.
Sure.
Thank you.
So I want to stop the recording.
You can also